Good morning, students. Today we are heading towards our third chapter, which is safety and first aid. I have already sent you the question answers and the science notes, but today I'll explain you this chapter. I'll explain you two topics only from this chapter. So, this chapter is actually about safety and first aid, that how we have to keep ourselves safe on the road from fire or from the accidents that which usually occur due to our carelessness. You have already studied in the previous classes about this, but in this chapter, in this class, you will study little more precisely and with more explanation. So let me start. Accidents may occur anytime, anywhere without giving any warning. Children often get hurt at home, in school, in the playground, or on the road. Most of the accidents occur due to our carelessness. So, of course, we all know that accidents can take place anytime, anywhere, and especially with the children who get hurt at home, in school, in the playground, and even on the road. So, why these accidents occur? That what is the reason? What is the main reason that accidents occur? So, actually, the most of the accidents occur due to our carelessness. So, this is the one and the only reason that the accidents occur due to our carelessness. So, the first point to be keep in mind is that why accidents occur, and the answer is that it occurs due to our carelessness. So from here we learn also one thing, that we should be very much careful while doing any of the work. We have to be very careful doing any of the work. So now in the previous classes you have already learned many of the safety rules which you have to follow, and now I'll just recall them and you have to uh, like uh, memorize it. Okay, so I'll just recall it and you just memorize it. So the first one is use zebra crossing at the to the cross the road. So of course we all know it very well that if we want to cross the road or want to go from one side to another side, so what we have to use zebra crossing. Clear? And this next is always walk on the footpath. So always if we want to walk on the road, then we have to walk on the footpath. Next is do not get in or out of a moving bus. That means when the bus is moving, we should not get out, get our hands and arms out of the windows, and we should not even say anyone hello or bye and all that without by getting the hands out of the window. Do not lean out of the bus. The same thing, that we should not come out of the bus or come out of the window of the bus and saying someone hello or bye. Do not lean out of the bus. Next, do not disturb the bus driver. Of course, the driver have to focus on his driving, and that's why we should not at all disturb the bus driver. Next is do not play rough games, which we already told you in the school also, that you should not play rough games because it can hurt anyone. It can hurt you or your friend or the one whom you are with whom you are playing. Next is the do not jump on the benches. Same, this also we used to tell you in the schools, in the classrooms, that you should not at all jump on the benches. You should not spoil the school property. And so here two reasons are there, that it's not that it's it's for your safety also, that you should not jump on the benches, and secondly, you should not spoil the school property by jumping on the benches. Then, do not push anyone even in fun. We should not push or pull anyone even in fun. Next is, do not use do not use blade to sharpen pencils. Always use sharpener. You have, if you don't have, you should borrow it from your friend. And do not use blades to sharpen your pencils. Yes, of course, if you do not have sharpener at home, you should tell your mother, father. Either they will get you the sharpener, or they will themselves sharpen your pencils with whatever thing they want. Do not keep sharp edged things in your bag or pencil box. This also I have told you that as you all know, that we have random checking in the school of your school bags. Why is it so? So that you should not have any of the sharp edged things in your bag or pencil box, because it could hurt you and it can hurt anyone else in the class. So we should not keep these things in our bag. Do not throw books or throw at one another. We should not throw books at one another. That means we should not play with the books. We should not hit one another with the books. Do not climb on shelves. We should of course not climb on shelves, because it also can hurt us, and hurt us badly, and we can become injurious. So do not run down the steps, sorry. So first, we should always come down from the steps slowly, one by one. We should not run down the steps. Do not leave toys on the floor. Of course, we should not keep the toys on the floor, because it could again hurt anyone, not you only, anyone could get hurt if you will leave the toys on the floor. Do not touch electric sockets. Of course, children should not touch the electrical sockets, because you might get electric shock or electric current. Do not touch a hot iron. The iron, with the help of which we used to iron the clothes, we should not touch it, especially when it is in use, and after a while, for 15-20 minutes, we should not touch the hot iron. Do not play with fire. Of course, fire is, we all know that fire is such a dangerous thing, so we should not at all play with the fire.